This is the Sunday Tar Heel. How is everyone doing today? It is back with fun. Finally, the Sunday Tar Heel is back one more time. It's been a couple of weeks. We've had a lot of things happen over the last couple of weeks where we haven't been able to give you guys the full Sunday Tar Heel, and we're back. And not only are we back, we're back with something that I'm really excited to finally share to you guys. Last Sunday, we had our family down. Our grandparents, our Aunt Connie, she was down as well, and we all got together. Everybody's having birthdays, that time of thing. And if you guys have been with us for any amount of time, you guys know that we have always talked about who I like to call the Godfather, our grandfather, the person we call Paul Walter. He is the inspiration for us. He is at the very top. If you're on the YouTube page or the Facebook page or Twitter page or whatever, if you go to the top of our profile, you see that header image. There's a picture between three people: myself, my brother, and also our grandfather from a North Carolina versus Virginia game in 2021 that we went to. That was my very first time over in Chapel Hill, and it was an awesome time, man. How's it doing, Roger? Good to see you, brother. But today is a day that I'm really excited about because I'm not going to be kicking off this show today. I'm going to do this little quick intro, and then I'm going to give it over to the Heel family. That is, it's awesome, man. We finally got our grandfather to finally agree to come on the show. It was very spare of the moment. I'll put it to you that way. I didn't think it was going to happen at all. Somehow, some way, Alan was able to sweet talk his way into getting this to happen. So credit to him for doing that. He's not with us currently right now, but it is the production value was the best that I could do in the spot. Like, it was very quick. I try to make it good for you guys, but guys, this is something I'm really excited about. There's 4 generations of North Carolina Tar Heels here. And I'm very excited for you guys to be able to see this. So I'm going to shut up, and I just want to just hand it over and welcome you guys to our Heel family. Tar Heel Nation, my name is Nathan. This is Alan, and we are your Heel brothers. And today is a little bit of a different day. Today is something that we are trying to get done for a very, very long time. You guys have been with us for almost 2.5 years now, and we have mentioned our Tar Heel family. We have mentioned you guys joining the Heel family, if you will. And today is a cool day because we got the Heel family here, Alan. We have all 4 generations of Tar Heels, and the reason why we're even here. If you guys have ever saw us on YouTube, ever since the beginning, the very cover image has been a picture between him, myself, and this man right here. This is the Godfather. This is who we all talk about all the time, is our grandpa. Alan, would you like to introduce him in?
Oh, he's got it. No, everybody out there, this is my grandfather, the man I look up to. I ain't got much words, but he's the reason I'm a Tar Heel. I think I might be the reason Nathan's a Tar Heel. He's the reason why I'm trying to get this one right here to be a Tar Heel. He's the Tar Heel. Walter Hartley.
I really don't know where to start. Naturally, Alan Michael was the first grandson that we had. He spent a lot of time with us when he was smaller growing up. And I tried to teach you things that were important to me. One of the main things was Tar Heels. I've been a Tar Heel fan ever since, I guess, back in the 70s. Now, I can't tell y'all, stats or anything like that about it, but as long as I've known anything about sports, I've been a Tar Heel fan. And I tried to pass that on to him. I think I've done a pretty good job at it. Him and Nathan both, they've done something here that to me is just miraculous. That they could come up with something like this, put it together, and make it work. So, I give all the credit in the world to these two boys right here for what they have done. I've had very little to do with it at all, other than just trying to make Tar Heel fans out of it. Now we'll hand this over to the second generation.
I was getting ready to say this is 4 generations of Tar Heel fans right here, and no Hill brother is no Hill brother's any better than the Hill Mama, and we have to have somebody who's repping one of the very prototype T-shirts that we got. Yeah. And one of the very few that we have is our mother. How are you doing, Karen?
Good.
Good. How did you become? What did he do to get you to become a Tar Heel fan? Because you've been a Tar Heel for just as long.
A long time. I just remember growing up in that home, and I remember especially during basketball season. I had an uncle that used to come over. We called him Slick. He would come over and watch basketball, and I remember, of course, it was always during school season, having to go to bed early, and remember the hooping and the hollering.
That's where I get it from. Yes.
Listening to the games, and just remember the excitement, and that just put in an excitement into me for the Tar Heels. And then the nervousness watching my mom when it come down to those close games, she would always get a broom and she would just sweep in a corner because she couldn't stand to watch,
I was just getting ready to say that myself.
So Tar Heels has always been special to me, just the way it brought family together. And it still does. It brings family together, and that is why the Tar Heels are so special to me.
Absolutely. And we have one more generation to send it over to really quickly.
Oh my God.
It's okay. Come on.
Little man, you guys have saw this little guy a few times on the channel. He even has his own video on the NC Central vlog that Alan and him did last year during the football season. And Alan, I'll turn it over to you, buddy.
Yeah, so this is Bryson.
Hi.
Tell him hey.
Hey.
What do you think about growing up Tar Heel?
I think it was pretty good.
It's been pretty good so far. What's been your favorite thing that you've done or seen or been to?
The football game last night.
The football game last night was your favorite? That was a fun one.
The last one, that was the one against Stanford. That was a pretty interesting game, to say the least. Kept you on your heels. It was a synopsis of Carolina football. In a nutshell, last night was the Stanford game.
That was a game.
Absolutely. What are you looking forward to doing in the future as a Tar Heel? Are you going back to a basketball game? What is it? Taking over the Hill Brothers is probably going to be at the top of his list. Yeah.
You and your brother going to take over the podcast?
Yeah, little Jackson when he gets up there.
Yeah.
See, this is we all talk about the Carolina family. The Carolina family is a term that's been used for years and years and years, and this is the Carolina family for us, and this is where the inspiration comes from, the hooping and the hollering and the Tar Heels and the conversations when we're up there with him, the love that is shown. North Carolina brings us together as a family, as fans, as friends, as we've met some awesome people in what we've done, and now you guys get to see our family and where it comes in for us. And I need you guys in the comments to hammer them like crazy at this, because this guy right here needs to be on for a full-on interview. We had him for a few minutes today, but we got to bring him on full time and bring him in and let him expand on his Carolina-ness. What's your favorite game of all time? Whether it be football, basketball, anything. What's your favorite game of all time?
Any game that Carolina played and won against you.
It's not a bad choice. Not a bad choice.
If you want the truth, in my mind, that's the truth.
Yeah.
Any game that Carolina took from Duke, that's number one.
He is a Tar Heel. He is a born and bred North Carolina Tar Heel. So are all of us. Thank you guys so much for just coming out and just giving us your time, giving us your energy. And we want to bring you guys a little bit closer into what we do and the reasons why we do it, and the reason that you may see that header up there and wonder who in the world is that very sharp looking guy there at the end there. Like, what is this guy right here? This is our grandfather. He's the reason why we're here. We talk about the Godfather. I talk about our grandpa all the time. I'll never forget North Carolina taking on Virginia. My first time in Chapel Hill ever football game. It was a last minute decision.
Yeah.
And sure enough, that game right there will always stick with me. And I just pray that I'm able to share those grounds with them one more time, man, because it's just something to it. It's just something to it. And it's a special night, and I'll never forget it ever. And that's always been my number one game, and that'll always stay my number one game as the game against Virginia. So 2021, I believe it was, Sam Howell just lit it up, 59 points. I told Alan we were going for 60. I'll take the credit on that one, okay? I've never – I've been able to watch this man hoop and holler, but the fun part is when you look over after a touchdown and he's over here, woo! Woo! I love it so much, man.
That is so good.
I outsourced when we got home.
There's a lot of hooping and hollering that night.
There was, man. There absolutely was. And this is something we're going to continue pushing on forward. And we want to continue to bring you guys the best content that we possibly can. That's what we aim for when we do this stuff. For what knowledge we have and what time we have, we put a lot in it for you guys. And just because we want to give you guys potentially the same experience that we got.
Let me say one other thing about that Virginia game.
Go ahead.
I have never felt the electricity in a game like that was.
Oh, dude.
I mean, it just set you on fire almost. You know, you couldn't be still. It was so electric at that game.
You know something that, and I've always talked about the entrance for the football team. There is never a game that goes by. Because that night, you're right, that electricity was, I haven't experienced it in Carolina.
North Carolina was an underdog that night. They was not expected to win.
Right. And it was supposed to be a great season for us. And it ended up not being, unfortunately. But that electricity in that building that night, I remember because they were using all of the lights, that song, to do their entrance music. This is before they switched over to For Whom the Bell Tolls. And sure enough, in that, when that pyro went off, it was the three of us together. And for some reason, I just locked into that. And I started crying.
I remember.
And there's never been another entrance that the football team does that I don't it just gets me every time. It's just, I don't know. There's just that feeling. It just, oh, dude, like I want to run through a blessed brick wall. Like, let's go, bro. Like you can put me in linebacker. I don't care. I'm fat, but I'll run, son. Like, let's get it, dog. That's just that night did a lot for me. And that's the reason why we're here. I know that the podcast didn't start until a couple of years afterwards, but when we did this, that was the thing that was in my head.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why we're all here, and that being you, and been a great role model, been a great grandfather, and he's also an amazing Tar Heel too. He's an awesome Tar Heel, and he loves those Tar Heels.
Sure do.
Absolutely. Anyway, we want to get out of here. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate you taking the time, if you got to the end of this video, to spend some time with us. You get to know us a little bit more. And there's a little bit of an outro that we do here, and we're all going to do it. Let's all do it together, and I'll prep you for it. So we always say at the end of this, thank you all for watching, thank you all for being here, and then I'll say, and as always, and then we all say, go Heels. You ready? Oh, somebody's going to record this. we're gonna record it as well. You ready? That's mine. Are we ready? Here we go.
Yeah.
Ready?
Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for being here. And as always,
Go Heels!
That's just a little bit of a look into our family, into who we are, and the reason that Alan and I do what we do, and now being added in Tori and Jeff Blackwood. That man right there is the reason why I don't mind staying up to 2 o'clock in the flipping morning to work on a video for you guys, or get up at 2 a.m., hop in my truck, and leave at 3 o'clock in the morning to be in Chapel Hill all day long, and come back at midnight the next day to give you guys content and to be there and to interact with other North Carolina fans. This is just the reason that we do this. And I can't wait for the day that we're able to get him back on and do a full interview with him. There are stories he has there. He is, this man lives and breathes this. One of the first things he told me when he got down here, as he came to me, he says, "Hey Nathan, make sure," he says, "if you can do me a favor," because so it's not like he has the internet and everything else. He's very much old school, you know. He's like, "Hey, can you get me a schedule with like basketball games, like the time they're playing, the network?" He says, "That's all I need. If you can get me that," he says, I'll he says, "if you can just get me the times that they're playing on the days," he says, "I can figure out the networks." You know, he is the Tar Heel, and he's the reason why we do it, and that's why he's the header. And he will always forever stay that way, as long as I'm in control of the channel. I'll put it to you that way. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that. That's a little bit of a more of a, you know, it gives you more insight to who we are, and our family. And we want to share that with you guys, open that up of the reason why we do what we do. And we're not stopping. We're going to continue moving forward. It has been a wild football season. It's been a awesome, beginning of the season to basketball. T. Moss, I see you right here, my brother. All credit to God, for with that we could do nothing. That is absolutely true, man. Our family has celebrated some very, very good things this week. Not only was I able to do that last Sunday, if you guys saw the posts down there in our post section, or the community page section, our stepdad, who was actually in one of the images that you saw when my mom was speaking, he rung the bell this week. We didn't ever talk about it publicly, but he had lung cancer, stage 3. We found out, and he rung the bell this week. He finishes up radiation on Wednesday, and then praying that everything's done and over with on that. But I also just hit the desk as well. And if you guys ever wondered why the camera was shaking, our aunt, if you ever see Connie on Facebook, on our Facebook page, she's all the time there. She, sure enough, was standing behind this desk. So that all was shot like that way on the other side of this desk at the couch I got set over there. She was standing right here and like leaning on the table. And that's why the camera shook a little bit. So she was in the video as well. But no, it was amazing to see this. And for it able to come together, because quite frankly, we talked about it many times, and it just never. Paul's like, it's just not my thing. He says, I don't want to mess it up, it just, but he finally, Alan said, like, hey, you just need to be on just a couple minutes. We got all 4 generations here. And he did that number. And when he did that number, I was like, get the stuff. And I hadn't even unpacked from the Stanford game out of my truck. So we rushed to the truck, got everything. I started setting up in here. Alan got stuff out of the truck, came over, got everything to in here, get everything set back up to as fast as I possibly could, because it wasn't gonna be too much longer. They were gonna have to leave. And because they live 2 hours away from us, they live in North Carolina. And it was just it was the time. But hopefully you guys enjoyed that. I'm going to be posting that as a single video right here probably pretty soon. And, I'm just, looking forward to seeing what happens in the future, hopefully getting him down and doing an interview. But man, really had a lot of fun. We still got another 40 minutes of this show. We're not done yet. We're going all the way to 3:00 on this thing. So another thing that we did yesterday that was really cool, and I can't wait to share something with you guys. But we hung out with Chris at K-Bar Soap right here. This is where we were at on Saturday. There was no game. We did no live watch party for that. I took Friday off myself personally and didn't do a live watch party or anything. And then Saturday didn't do a live watch party. We was at the Christmas show with Chris from K-Bar Soap, our sponsor, really cool dude, and got to we filmed a little something for you guys, and it's going to be something that we're going to be announcing today. As a matter of fact, I got to put that together. Actually, we're going to be announcing that today, but it's a giveaway for you guys, and I can't wait for you guys to be able to see it because you're going to want to get in on the sweepstakes for this giveaway. You absolutely are going to want to do it. And this is going to be an Instagram based. This is going to be an Instagram based thing here. So we need you guys to get ready to go to Instagram because you're going to need to see what we're going to show you. But no, we had a great time doing that. And then we hung out with family because the rest of the family was up there yesterday as well. Had a good time, chit-chatted, watched the game together and everything like that for the most part, and until right there about the end of the game. But had a good time. And then today we're back. We're back normal. Everything is normal again. We are 100% back to being set and getting ready for this week of Carolina football and basketball, and hopefully the Olympic spotlight as well. I just want to say currently right now, as you guys all know, Jeff Blackwood is joined us over here at the Hill Brothers. He's been doing the Tar Heel Olympic Spotlight. And if you have not watched it, you got to go over there and go check him out. He's doing such a good job. He gives you all the details of our Olympic sports, man. You're talking all these daggum Olympic sports. Jeff's a really cool dude. He's finding his way. He needs all the support he can get right now because, man, like he's doing a really good job, but he doesn't feel like he's doing a good job at times. He's like, oh man, I could have done that better. Could have done this better. Like, no, bro, he's doing great. So be sure and go over there and support him. But also as well, he's got some things going on with his family right now. And our just thoughts and prayers are going to be with him. Pray that everything's going to be okay. He's, I think he's okay with me saying this. I hope he is, but he's talked about on Twitter, there's been things going on with his dad. His dad had a surgery recently, and he's just having a little bit of a tough time. So our thoughts and prayers go out to Jeff as well. If there's no Tar Heel Olympic Spotlight this week, that is why. It is perfectly okay. We'll catch him next week, hopefully as well. So all the thoughts and prayers out there to Jeff. We love him to death and love his family. And Jeff has been like the coolest dude in the world for us to, bring in. And he's been extremely gracious to us. And he's been gracious with his time and with his daggum lot for these Tar Heel game days, which I know we didn't have one yesterday. Again, we were in Charlotte. But yeah, really cool dude. So be sure and send him some thoughts and love if you're on Twitter at JSB Tar Heel. That's him, Jeff Blackwood. And then also go over there, hit his Olympic Spotlight, and go over there and give that thing a like, man. Go like his Olympic Spotlight. There's a playlist in our playlist section. Go check that out and do that as well. Roger, good to see you in here, brother. Definitely do that. And I'm glad to see this as well. Roger from the Knighted Ones. If you guys remember when we were covering UCF versus North Carolina back a number of weeks ago, Roger, super cool dude. That's amazing. My mom rang the bell too. Happy for you all. Hey, man, that is awesome, man. We're really glad to hear that. And also, with doing this with my kids, definitely need to do that, bro. It's 100% worth it, man. That, our grandpa's the reason that we're Tar Heel fans, and he's ultimately the reason that we do this, because it's just, he's just that guy. Vinny, good to see you, Vinny. Glad I got to see you last weekend. And Tar Heel Ron, love y'all. God is great. Absolutely, Ron. Thank you, brother. Really good. And there it is. Love you too, and what you're doing. There is the heel mama herself. She was watching it over there as well. But man, time to hop into some stuff that's going on currently right now. We got some football, we got some basketball, a lot of things going on. I know field hockey is currently playing Duke. I saw, I think halftime it was 1-0 in favor of North Carolina, which is good. Anytime we beat Duke, that's a good time, as as the Godfather said himself, man. North Carolina's doing football wise. We talked about it last night in the post game reaction to the football game, where North Carolina, the defense is, if they're not playing perfect, the team has no chance. And our offense is, and it's wild because I saw Andy Bagwell. He talked about this as well on Twitter last night. He's like, every single position on offense and on defense has had guys come out of nowhere and have just been dogs for us. And that has just like, they've been like 6th on the depth chart to start the year, or guys like Madrid Tucker and one other that comes from, our quote unquote practice squad. They come up the ranks and they've made their opportunities worth it. But that's not happened at the quarterback position. Unless there's been an injury to Gio Lopez, it's been him. And Gio's just, he's not the guy. It's just simple. We all know what this is. And the question is then, maybe we get an answer at this at the very end of the season. But why are you so married to Gio is a question that everybody is asking as North Carolina fans. I don't know of a Gio apologist out there. If there is one, I would like to see, what their thoughts are on this thing, because Gio is just not the guy for us, period. There you go. He's just not the guy. And he can have a nice couple of throws. I've always said, if it's not a curl route or if it's not a running back screen, he ain't throwing it. And the deep balls that he does throw, either they're overthrown or they're underthrown, or they're just none in the ballpark anywhere to begin with at all. Case in point, the touchdown, would have been a touchdown pass for McGill, the running back, who was breaking down the sideline, had both the safety and the corner beat, had them both beat. Gio saw him late, still threw the ball, but he didn't lead him, underthrow it. It caused contact between McGill and the safety, and McGill tried to hold on to the ball with his legs, but it unfortunately the tip of it hit the ground, and there you go, no catch. But it would have been a touchdown, and at that point of the game, it was 21-12. It's a ball game at that point in time, and it just doesn't happen. 2 blocked field goals for North Carolina last night. Reese Verhoff did everything he could. He kicked 4 field goals for us, hence all 12 points. The score, I know, was 28-12. Obviously, that last touchdown really doesn't count because that was, 30 seconds left to go in the game. Wake Forest was going to just run the clock out. But Bill Belichick, he deserved that touchdown scored on his head because he called a timeout with 20 seconds left. What are you doing? What are we doing here? So Carolina's issues fall specifically on the offensive side of the ball. The defense has done everything that they could. Couple of plays you want them playing better in some run fits and things of that nature, of course. But they're not going to play perfect. There's no defense in the country that's going to play absolutely perfect. North Carolina, if they want to win games, the defense has to hold somebody to 3 points, which is what it is. And that's just not that's just not possible in today's, day and age. It's just not possible. And, even if the defense was doing a really good job, like they do, they get people off the field, 3 and outs. And I mean, think about it. Quite frankly, I thought the defense played even better than what the score showed, because the first touchdown they got, Kamori House popped the ball out for a fumble off of the quarterback. The ball, 4 or 5 people jumped on the ball, and somehow the ball got flipped out of there. And a wide receiver, number 8, Hernandez, who was just standing there, picks it up and runs it because everybody was on a pile, and it just somehow just like spit him out like a freaking Pez head. Ping! I mean, it was out there, and the ball was just laying there, and he had nobody in between him and the end zone to go run the touchdown. Okay, he gets that touchdown. And then on the second touchdown that they got, they gave Robbie Ashford a first down on it gave him the fourth down conversion when the man got stuffed at the line of scrimmage. No, got nowhere close to the line and gave it to him. So, it's y'all repped him up and y'all held him up for like 5 seconds, but we never called it dead, even though the pile up wasn't moving. And so when everybody finally died on the ball because it's over with, he falls forward and somehow he gets forward progression. It's the stupidest thing in the world. It is and right after that, the next play, they get down to a 2nd and 9, or it was a 1st and 10. I think it was a 1st and 10. They picked up a yard, but there was a holding penalty or something of that nature that would have moved Wake Forest back to 1st and 15. Belichick declines the penalty, and the next play they run for a touchdown. So right there's 14 points. One off of stupidity. The second one shouldn't even been a possibility because Robbie Ashford, the quarterback for Wake, never got the first down, barely even got to the line of scrimmage, and they gave it to him. And this was a 4th and 2. Not 4th and inches, not 4th and 1, 4th and 2. The only thing he did was just get to the daggum line of scrimmage. I don't know. It's just absolutely stupid. A couple of holding calls that were thrown. Stupid. It's just yesterday was just a bad day. But the thing about it is that I say that, and North Carolina had a chance. The defense kept putting them in positions. Hey, go win the game. Go, shoo, do it. Couldn't do it. Yes, Gio was efficient, but when the ball is only thrown for, you're throwing it to pick up 2-yard gains. I mean, it's no better than just a handoff. And the running game wasn't working for us either because they both teams defensively had the same game plan. Stack the box, keep the running back from running, and make the quarterback beat you with his arm. Robbie Ashford was able to do that. And we weren't. Gio wasn't. So that kind of sums that up. I'm not going to lie. I'm really ready for football season to be done. I am. I'm tired of watching this. I'm ready to see movement. I'm ready to see what this team's going to do in the offseason. We got 2 games left, and I'm going to be in town for this one because this is, the last home game. I'll be there, which, by the way, section 106, 107, come see me. It's the last home game. I'll be there. We're going to be doing Tar Heel game day live and everything. May even have some Duke people on, just saying. But going to have that going on. And then also, you got NC State the following weekend at NC State. And I'm drinking now because, boy, I'm going to need to when it comes there. Diet Coke, by the way. We got the canned Diet Cokes today. And they've even got Santa Claus with the Diet Coke in his hand. He's having a good time. But, yeah, so, I mean, we're going to need that. We're going to flip a need to find something because, I mean, now Duke got dumpstered yesterday. They got absolutely destroyed. I mean, NC State did too, but it's rivalry games. Duke's got a competent enough offense. They've got a quarterback that can hit, get the ball where it needs to go. Put it to you that way. I don't think Dairy Mints is the greatest thing since sliced bread, like some people do. I just don't. He just hasn't done anything that's really shown me anything that is worth like, hey, this guy's pretty good. CJ Bailey, on the other hand, has. CJ Bailey, even though, again, he's an NC State Wolfpack. I can't stand the Wolfpack. I hate them. I really do. This is just the deal with it. I can't stand them. But CJ Bailey is good. And CJ Bailey is the reason that they've won a couple of games that honestly should be losses because they got a quarterback over there that is dual threat. He's big. He's a big dude. He's big and tall. Like, he's not like big, like he's not like Cam Newton sized or anything like that, but he's tall. Definitely tall, slim guy though. But he can throw the ball in some really good spots. He can create when the play breaks down. He knows how to create. He knows how to use his feet. He can see the field. He has some natural instincts that, boy, I would love to have him over on our team right now. Just saying. But can North Carolina go to Raleigh and beat that team? I don't think so. I just don't. I really don't. And I honestly don't think we're going to beat Duke either. I know this is not good. I know we talked about Hill family and Tar Heels and everything else, but yeah, Carolina's got to do something different offensively. And we've been saying the same thing for the longest time since the beginning of the season, literally ever since the second half of the Charlotte game, that conversation has been started big time. It's like, hey, we got to do something different here. It looked pretty when you went up against Richmond because you scored 40 something points, I think it was. It looked pretty there just because, but then UCF happened, Clemson happened, picked up a little bit, but I think we understand that when North Carolina plays this team, when they play a team that has a pulse like a Wake Forest has, they have 7 wins on the year this year. They were picked to be, I think, second to last in the league. And here they are, daggum 7 wins in, and had a couple of chances to be even higher than that. A ball bounced their way 1 or 2 more times, and they're a 9-win team right now. And you're talking about them in the ACC championship picture. Like, whoa, okay, Jake, you're doing a good job over there, man. Was it Jake Dickert? I think it was something of that nature. So, I mean, Carolina, they've got their work cut out for them. And honestly, I think they have the pieces to be a pretty solid team. I'm not going to say they're winning the national championship or even in the conversation for it. No, but they are a quarterback away from being a competent team, and maybe even a above average team. Who knows? Because they've got good pieces on the offensive side. You saw that. You have 3 running backs really that can get the rock and go. But you have a quarterback who can't see the field, even though I feel like he was looking around a little bit more yesterday. But you have a quarterback that had multiple chances just to roll out and go pick up 4 or 5 yards. He won't go do it. He locks in on one receiver, and it's so easy for defenses to key in on that because they're like, hey, where's Gio looking? Okay, that's where he's going. He's going there. He's going nowhere else. He won't see the rest of the field. And a guy that has an issue throwing the ball downfield. That's just what this is. And I don't get why something hasn't changed. I don't know why we're married to Gio. I understand they paid him like $4 million over 2 years or something of that nature. I don't care if it's not working. Then hey, it's just not working. You know, we got to do something. That maybe we made a mistake, says Michael Lombardi and Bill Belichick. You know, maybe we made a mistake. Maybe we brought in the wrong guy. Maybe our evaluation wasn't that great. Our bad. Let's go to somebody else. Try, even though obviously we don't know what we have in Bryce or Autori Newkirk, use one of them. Flip an egg. Go use one of them just to see what you got. And also, I mean, in my opinion, and this is just my opinion, I don't think Bryce Baker's going to be back next year. Why would he? You know, I just don't think he'll be back. I think he'll leave. And if he did, I wouldn't be mad at him if he did. Because clearly it ain't working, the quarterback room. And Bryce is a guy that has a lot of potential. Somebody's got to tap into that potential. And since we paid Gio $4 million over 2 years, will Gio be back? Possibly so. Yeah, especially if Bill is married to Gio. So I want to believe that they're going to make a change at quarterback. At least, obviously, in the offseason. We'll see. But they better figure it out fast because, boy, this season's wrapping up soon. You've got 2 super important games. You've already lost the Wake Forest game. So you've got to go win these other 2 games, man. You got to go win them. Find a way. Do your thing. Basketball, on the other hand, yeah, Vinny, I'm the same way. I can understand why they paid him off of like potential because last year at South Alabama, he didn't look bad. Like he looked good. But this year, I honestly am starting to believe that maybe a lot of this was just, you know, the scheme in which he played and also the level of competition in which he played as well. So that's just me. We will see. But on the basketball side of things, Caleb Wilson's a dog. Caleb Wilson's an absolute animal. It was a block party on Friday against NC Central. 5 blocks for I think it was it Henry that had 5 or was it Caleb that had? One of them had 5 and then one of them had 4 blocks in the game. Everybody was getting blocks. Bless the Zayden High. He had flipping 11 points in the game. Like North Carolina basketball wise right now is currently in a really, really interesting spot because obviously they're without Seth Trimble. They're going to be without him probably up until the new year, really. I think maybe some people have said December, we'll find out. But yeah, like the new year basically is kind of what we're looking at right now. You don't play another game. You play a game on the 18th, which is, what is that? That's Tuesday, correct? Yes, that's Tuesday. You play a game against Navy on the 18th, and then you go and play St. Bonaventure, right? And this is going to be in the Fort Myers tip-off, I believe it's called, down there in Fort Myers, Florida, where you're going to face St. Bonaventure and then Michigan State, number 17 Michigan State. And then you come back and go to Rupp Arena and face number 9 currently, Kentucky. We'll see what the rank. I think there should be a new AP poll out tomorrow, I believe. So I mean, Carolina is they're in a position right now where, and I said this, with Seth Trimble being out, I think in the long run that's going to help North Carolina, not because Seth Trimble's a bad player, but it's going to force our guards, guys like Cayenne, Derek, Isaiah Dennis to a degree, to learn how to fill in that role. And they got to step up their level of play on the defensive side, especially, but also offensively too. And I feel like Cayenne Evans is answering that call currently right now. To me, I feel like he's playing better defensively. And I think Derek Dixon's starting to figure out his way as well, which is going to be huge for North Carolina moving forward, man. Because if they get to a point, man, where they're able to, play really good teams and beat them without Seth, you add Seth back into the mix, Jesus Christ. I mean, this could be a really, really good team come later on in the year, and then it won't be too terribly much longer, and you're going to have ACC play starting. So, I mean, you got to get out there and get after it, man. So I'm excited to see what this team does for the next little bit without Seth, man. And I'm not going to lie, the university is very lucky that Seth is not is not Sue happy, because, boy, he could get them big time by the way he broke his arm. For those that don't know, that haven't saw, which I think most people probably have by now, Seth Trimble got his arm broken by the lat pull down machine. Wasn't bolted to the floor. What Nimrod does that? What idiot doesn't bolt a weight machine down at all? I mean, come on, dude. I saw that report, and it started to circulate over the last week or so. And what was it? It was a week ago today, as a matter of fact. Or it may have been on Monday. May have been on Monday. I think I saw it for the first time. Like, what are we doing? Like, that is building a gym 101, number one. That's the first thing. Bolt equipment down, because it could obviously tip over, especially with some of the weights that people are going to be using on those things. It's a possibility of it tipping over. Come on, university. That's all I'm saying. So yeah, I don't know. Yeah, somebody hopefully got fired for that. Let's just say, because, boy, that were animated tongue lashing, to say the least. But yeah, but North Carolina basketball wise, I'm excited to where they are. They are having some slow starts. Now, we're having slow starts with a better team this year than what we had last year. So we're obviously being able to be competitive in these games and even have leads in most of them, or in the case against Kansas, you're being down 10 to 12 points. Or is it 8 points? I think they were down 8 points at halftime to Kansas. I can't remember exactly off the top of my head. But Carolina's got to figure out some of these slow starts, because when you're getting ready to go against the Michigan States, and then also Kentucky at Kentucky as well, you can't be starting slow. You got to be able to come out and punch somebody. And I hope Carolina figures that out. That is something that we're noticing under Hubert Davis is kind of a consistent thing, because even the year 2 years ago with Harrison and Cormac, they had some of the same issues at times as well. So I'm really hoping that this is something that gets figured out. I don't know really what it is. They turn the ball over a lot in the first half. I don't know what it was. Like, even against Kansas, had 10 turnovers in the first half. They ended with 11, which is good. In the second half, they play much better. They play outstanding basketball in the second half. I mean, you saw that against Kansas. Kansas was a team that only had like 6 turnovers in the first half, and then ended with 14. And this is just turnover wise, but Carolina is a dog defensively, which helps them a lot, and they're able to find ways to force turnovers and force bad shots, which is really good. But offensively, they need to be able to be a lot more sound in their ball handling, and also in their especially some of the passes that they make. Some of the couple of cross court passes were. They were scary, to say the least. But I do like the movement of North Carolina's offense. I think they're moving great. I can't stand when North Carolina's offense, and we saw this a ton last year, where they just kind of stand around and do nothing. And the ball just kind of gets passed along around the perimeter. And the defense really hasn't having to do much. They're just having to stand in one spot, widen up the arms, try to close any driving lanes. And that's just kind of what they do. They're making defenses work, which is good because it's allowing some of these backdoor cuts we're able to see, or some wide open 3-pointers. Jonathan Powell in the corner is just ridiculously good. I'm telling you that much. He loves a corner three, man. It's like freaking Klay Thompson out there. And I love that little fade he has on that shot. When he gets that corner, he'll fade out of bounds. It's awesome. And it's just so pretty when that sucker goes in too. But no, I'm a real big fan of what Carolina is doing. Just a couple of things they need to get fixed. And obviously Hubert and the crew, they understand this, and they're attacking it every day. But I will say one thing: Caleb Wilson is a guy that I didn't know was going to be this good. I expected him to be really good. I didn't know he was going to be this good. This is the best prospect North Carolina's had in Chapel Hill in quite some time. And to see him, just the intensity that he comes into the game, just as a baller. This dude's a hooper, man. He's a baller. And he is a guy that no matter where the ball is, he wants it. It's like find ball, see ball, get ball. That's where he's at. He is that kind of a guy. I love those kind of players, man. He'll dive on the floor. He'll do anything. I mean, in the Kansas game, the rest of the team, it felt like, came out very sloppy and just kind of like, we're here. But Caleb was like, nah, bro, like, me and you, come on, let's go, me and you. Hey, dude, like, all right, bro, like, get after it, man. And sure enough, dude, he just handled business. And I like that. And he has got a silky smooth jumper. He does, man. Especially these little fadeaways he gets. He'll get it. He'll kind of spot up. He'll face his defender. Maybe do a little hezzy, and then just jumps up, knocks it down right under. It's just so gorgeous, man, to watch. I love it to death. I love that kind of basketball, bro. Not only that, he's a rebound warrior. He's going to dunk on you if he gets a chance. He doesn't care about your feelings. And the guy's just an animal, man. And put you that way. I'm glad this guy's on my team. I put you that way. I am super glad he is on my team. So shoot, yeah, dude. Really excited for North Carolina. Moving forward at the basketball wise, baseball, fall balls, they're finishing up some stuff around right now. We're working on talking with some of the baseball team. We'll find out. We'll see if that is able to happen. I'm really excited to get to baseball season, actually. I feel like this is going to be a good team this year. Like I really do. Got a low-key confidence about them this year. They've been a really good team. They've been to the World Series a couple of years ago. Was one win last year. Just was not able to get it. Sometimes the ball bounces the other way, and it did a lot of bouncing the other way in the last two games against Arizona to get into the World Series. But, hey, such is life and such is baseball. So there's that. That's just kind of the way it is. But going to be getting in touch with a Duke podcast this week. You guys have saw him before. We had him on last year. Ben from Bull City Coordinators. Going to be getting in contact with him. Can't wait to talk with him for scouting report. And get ready for Duke Week, man. This is it. This is what we do. Last home game. And really excited to see what Carolina does, even though, don't get me wrong, I'm always excited to watch North Carolina play football, even though they get on my nerves when they play football, it seems a lot. And it seems like everybody's nerves, especially this year. But I'm always excited to see them come out and play and do their thing, man. But hopefully you guys are too as well. And also, I want you guys, and I'm going to go ahead and talk about it right now a little bit. I'm going to plug them, and then I'm going to talk to you guys about what's going on a little bit. You know what? I'm going to even send the video over for you guys to watch as well. So, okay. As you guys know, we have an awesome sponsor by the name of K-Bar. So it is all natural, simple ingredients. Soap that is made by a former Marine named Chris. Dude is awesome. He's been in business now for, I think, 10 years now. Maybe it's been a little bit of a while, man. So this dude is awesome. He's been friends with Alan for a long time, and he makes great soap right now. And if you go to his website, kbarsoapco.com, you can go and get any order. He does more than just soap. He does hygiene products. We're talking beard oils, solid colognes, shave creams, shave butters, and combs. He even has a dog soap as well that is, harmless for your dogs as well. Something you can do. It's called Doggo Recon, I believe it's called. And it's really cool stuff, man. It's really cool. You guys got to go check out all his stuff. Support a former Marine, and he's a really cool dude as well. But for Christmas this year, we want to help you guys get ready for Christmas the only way that we know how, and that is with K-Bar soap. So I want you guys to take a look at this, because we're going to be doing a giveaway for him throughout the rest of this month, and actually to the beginning of next month as well. Be sure, check it out, and I'll talk to you guys right after you see it. What's going on, guys? Nathan Allen here. We are your Hill Brothers, and it is almost that time for Christmas.
Yeah, man, what better way to kick off Christmas than with K-Bar soap?
Absolutely, man. We got a lot of things going on right now, but one thing we want to do for you guys, we want to help you get ready for Christmas time, and that is with a giveaway from right here, good old K-Bar. So we're talking, you're going to get a whole ton of goodies. You're going to get a stocking full of goodies. Let's show them what they got. Huge giveaway. Or you're going to get this here stocking. You're going to get, look at this daggone thing. You can hang that thing, keep on going. You can hang it. You can put your little patch right there. We're going to fill this sucker up for you as well. You're going to get one of these here, nice koozies right here as well. You're going to pop that bad boy right in there. That's going to be yours. Then you're going to be able to get any two of your choosing, any of these scents right here. You choose. You're going to pop them bad boys, get a little napalm, get a little high speed, low drag, toss that in there. You're going to get that thing as well. You're also going to get yourself, look at this thing. Check this out. See that right there? See that soap dish right there? You're going to get that thing right there. Handmade too, son. Right there. You're going to get that thing as well. That's going to be going in your bag. So we're going to toss that bad boy. We're going to toss that bad boy right in here as well. And then, well, you gotta customize your stocking. So you're going to put yourself any patch of your choosing right there. That's my personal favorite. Boomer. He's a really cool dude. Love that guy to death. You're going to put that in there. And then also, to finish it all out, you're going to get yourself what we like to call a little frag bag. You're going to get you one of those where you're going to put that grenade in there, lather up in the shower. It's going to be a good time. You're going to get all that just in time for Christmas. What you're going to go do to get this whole stocking full, you're going to go follow my man Chris right here, who is the owner of K-Bar Soap. You're going to go follow him on Instagram. Like this post, follow him on Instagram, and at the very end of the month, December 1st, we are going to be doing a live giveaway. We're going to be announcing the winner that day, and we'll get in contact with you to get all this stuff taken care of. Hope you're looking forward to it. Go check out my man Chris over here at K-Bar. Thank you all so much. I appreciate you. Go Heels. Boom! Right there. You guys are going to be getting a super cool giveaway right there from K-Bar Soap, courtesy of us. And we're really excited to be able to bring that for you guys, man. So in order to jump into this giveaway, I am going to be making a post literally right after Sunday Tar Heel is done. I'm going to quickly create this thing and put it out there for you guys to go. So go to the Hill Brothers Instagram page. You're going to see a post about this K-Bar Soap giveaway. It'll say K-Bar Soap giveaway, Christmas giveaway. I don't know what the heck I'm going to title it. It's going to be up there at the top. When you click that, be sure and like that post. There are two things you need to do. You need to like the post, and tagged on that post will be K-Bar Soap Co. the Instagram page. Go over there and click follow on that. That is the only thing that you need to do to get into this giveaway. It's going to go throughout the rest of this month. And then on December 1st, that is when we are going to officially announce the winner. We're going to do it live as well. It's going to be a really cool time. Really looking forward to it. And we want you guys to get this thing. This is an awesome set, man. You're going to get the full, desert tan stocking there. You're going to get the koozie that's made very similar out of that same material that you saw there from the stocking. That same thing is made out of the koozie as well. As a matter of fact, he actually had a koozie, wanted to show off. He put a Miller Lite into it and had it sitting in that little container that I bought that thing out of. You're going to get 2 bars of soap of your choosing. You get to pick the flavors, and when whoever wins will get in contact with you, and you will tell us the flavor in which the 2 flavors in which you want. That will go into your stocking as well. Then you're going to get the soap saucer as well, which is hand carved out of wood. And it's got the K-Bar. It looks like the American flag, and it's got the K-Bar soap logo popped in right there on the top left. I got to do this thing the right way. Hold on a second. Here we go. Boom. You're going to get that. And then you're also going to get the Boomer patch, which is the grenade patch. You're going to be able to put that bad boy right there on your stocking. And then you're going to get the thing that we call a frag bag, which is basically all it is a thing for your soap to go into. It's kind of like a loofah in a sense, and you'll be able to use that as well. That entire stocking right there has got a lot of cool stuff in it, man. You're going to love the products. I promise you that much. And it can be all yours by entering that giveaway. And that's all you have to do in order to do that. So keep an eye on Instagram, the Hill Brothers on Instagram. Go to that page and keep an eye on for a graphic that will talk about the giveaway. And then you go like it, you go follow Chris, and your name goes into it. And when we do it live, we will DM you whoever has won. And then we'll get contact and everything that we need to do, get your flavors, and get everything shipped out to you as well. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate everything that you guys have been doing for us over here at the Hill Brothers. Hopefully you guys enjoyed being able to have a good time with the Hill family a little bit today. It's been a really fun time, and we're really looking forward to it. And as always, man, thank you guys so much. Appreciate it. Chris is still going to be at the Southern Christmas Show. If you guys need those details, right there it is. There's Connie. She's already in the chat. There she is. She was on. We were talking about you earlier today. But Chris is still at the K-Bar. He's still at the vendor shop all the way until next Sunday. He is going to be there. So if you're in the area and you can go to the Christmas show in any one of those days from now all the way up until literally a week from today, he'll be at the Christmas show. Go over there. You guys will see our little sign that we have in there. We have a yard sign that's set up in there, and you guys will see that. That's where we were. And go shop with Chris. Go say hello and tell him that the Hill Brothers sent you as well. I know he'll really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you all for being here. It's been a really good day. And as always, go Heels.